How to motovlog and how to set up a motovlog on your helmet. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. I've had quite a few people ask me about my setup on how I set up my helmet on my motovlogging rig for the clarity that I'm getting on film. And apparently several people have felt that it was above average quality regarding the audio while I'm rolling down the road at 60 miles an hour. I'm going to switch this helmet out and I'm going to set up my new Scorpion helmet with a setup, and we're going to walk you through that. So let's get cracking. For this setup, you have a stick-on GoPro mount, and then I use a bunch of elbows to basically get the camera located right in front of my mouthpiece, so I get a direct view rather than from the side or above that I feel offers the best quality view for the viewers of your videos. There's several items that are involved with this setup, and I'll throw pictures up on the screen that I bought them all on Amazon. And I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you click on these links and purchase those items, I get a few shekels that go to Kraken's garage. Believe me, it isn't much, but you need to know that. First thing is the microphone that I use is a purple Panda Lavalier mic. Runs about $30. Next thing I need is a ChinMount kit, and I ordered, this is a knockoff of GoPro products that are made in China, and I paid $13 for them. And we'll talk about whether I would do that again in the future here in a minute. Then I needed extra arms. I ordered these Taz arms for $9 from Amazon. And I ordered some extra what they call dead cats. When you see those fluffy poof balls over the microphone, they help when the wind blows across the microphone to cut down on the wind noise. It filters it quite a bit and is a must-have in a motovlog setup. Why they call them dead cats, I don't know, but that's what they're called. Also, if you're using GoPro, you need a GoPro adapter. This particular item gives me heartburn. It's a proprietary item that GoPro sells, and if you want to use an external mic like I'm using with my Rogue mics or my purple Panda inside my helmet, it runs $50, and it's a giant brick that you got to attach to the side of your helmet. There's no reason in today's world and technology for that not to be micro in size to tuck up inside the liner of your helmet. It is a giant brick that is annoying to use, so rant over on that, but you got to drop another 50 bones on that just to operate a microphone on a GoPro. And I also use heavy-duty VELCRO and Gorilla tape. The VELCRO ran me $17 and the Gorilla tape ran me $8.50. And I use the heavy-duty VELCRO right here on the side of the helmet, and that's where that brick goes for the mic adapter that I plug right into the camera, and then it plugs up into my purple Panda, which is wired up inside my helmet right here. As far as the Gorilla Black duct tape, I use that to maintain the integrity so that these wires don't jiggle around. If they get loose or slightly unplugged, it just trashes your audio and you wind up getting to redo it again, so bear that in mind. The total sum of those parts runs about $127.50 delivered to your door from Amazon at today's prices. Could change tomorrow, a month from now, but as of this viewing, that is the current pricing structure for the cheapest that I have found. If you're not using a GoPro, take $50 off of that tab, and that brings it down significantly for the setup that I'm using currently at this time. And to be fair, this setup has worked quite well. Having all these elbows enables me to adjust the camera exactly the way I want it. So if I need to focus on the dashboard regarding speeds for a particular topic, or it's just scenic and I'm rambling and sharing a few thoughts going down the road. Now, a couple of footnotes. This particular mic is just glued onto the side of the helmet with double-sided tape, 3M double-sided tape. Theoretically, I should be using a leash that is attached to the camera and somewhere attached to the helmet so that if this broke free and lost its adhesion, I wouldn't lose my camera and it would just dangle and I would know immediately and pull over and get it secured. This is the said leash, and you attach this to the camera, peel and stick somewhere on your helmet, and it adds more ugliness to your helmet. So the main reason why a lot of motovloggers do not use this, and many of them have lost their cameras. So Something to think about. Now for my Scorpion, I decided to go a different route, and I'm using what's called ChinMount. And ChinMount is a small company, and basically they custom make a snout piece that fits on the front specifically for your brand of helmet. After I got the device in the mail, they run about $30. I'll leave a link to them below. No, I'm not sponsored. Yes, I paid for it out of my pocket. But these are 100% made on a 3D printer. You can tell by the texture on it. And whoever this is did a brilliant job thinking up this solution to a problem. It's a little pricey at $30, but it eliminates all this arms and plumbing I have going on my helmet. We'll install it real quick and we'll talk about the do's and don'ts. ChinMount provides you one of those alcohol wipes, and as you can see, it is what I have preached a half a dozen times in my videos. This is isopropyl alcohol. I keep a bottle of it in the garage for all things, but you use it to wipe down, get any grease, any imperfections that might be on the surface of your helmet, or in this case, right over top of the rubber piece on the mouth guard. Now, whenever you're sticking 3M tape to your helmet or some surface that's gonna be, that you gotta have a really solid bond, get yourself a hairdryer or a heat gun. And what we're gonna do is just slightly heat this up. We don't want it hot, we want it warm. Peel up the tape. Reason why you want it at a hotter temperature is it really gets that glue agents that are in the 3M tape to really get a solid bond. And we're going to seat that properly. And what you want to do is press as hard as you can for 60 seconds. I'll stop the camera here. Now you should not use this helmet for the next 24 hours while that bond really gets a good feel to it. We're going to slip the camera on and see how she looks. So there you basically see the profile of the camera and it's not obstructing my view. So that's good stuff there, and I don't have that plumbing fixture all going on around the side of my helmet. So I'm digging that. Now, the next thing is if you want really clear audio inside your helmet, you have to close off every single air vent. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside. There's two things that kill most videos or most motovloggers, and that's poor audio and poor lighting. If you get those two things down, you're ahead of most people that do YouTube videos. So close all your vents, block them off, tape them off if you have to. The trick is to get a serene environment inside your helmet there. When I did a review on this helmet, one of the reasons also that I chose this one was the very tight neck ring around it that actually gets me a perfect environment along with the chin guard here as well, so I don't get any air coming up through the helmet and I get that quiet environment for motovlogging. Okay, a couple of notes here on the purple Panda mic. Here's my dead cat I was talking about, and where you want that is not in front of your mouth, but just off to the side, just touching your cheeks so that it catches all the vibes coming off of it and it's not getting any wind turbulence in front, and you know, if you sneeze, you're not getting goobers all over the mic and that kind of thing. So just make sure you have a nice fluffy fur cat on it. And one other point of interest, GoPro, I can't speak for other cameras, but Purple Panda comes with several adapters to connect it. If you take a look, this goes straight to the mic with no adapter. There's 3 parts to that section right there. Step it down to this particular one, and if you take a look, it's quite a bit different. Okay, this one is the Purple Panda adapter. This one is the actual microphone, and this is the one you need to work with the GoPro. Now, before I start my installation, I get my Gorilla Tape and I cut it up into small tidbits, because wherever I'm going to track that microphone inside the helmet, I'm going to tack it down with that Gorilla Tape. Absolutely solid, and it's not going anywhere during over 100,000 times of you taking your helmet off and on and using this microphone. If you're going to be working on your helmets, one other thing I would recommend, it's kind of a luxury, it's not necessary, would be a helmet donut. This one's made by Icon, Scorpion makes one, there's several others. If I find any, I'll put a link to them down below on Amazon. But it protects your helmet and keeps you from damaging the helmet while you're working on it, pulling the interior out, adjusting your mics, putting on new face shields, things of that nature. So I've removed the neck roll around it and also the front guard as well, and we're going to install the Panda mic. and where I want the mic. See this bladder right here for the air helmet on the Scorpion? Where I want the microphone is right about there. So what we're gonna do is tape it down, and then I'm gonna tuck it down up behind this seal and have it go all the way around the helmet. Bring it down right between this seam right here, and I pull this part of the helmet away, and where I have the excess length of the Panda mic, I'm gonna tuck that in behind my head, use a piece of tape to anchor it so it's not fishing around. Bring it up to the other seam on the other side of the helmet, pull away the padding, and anchor it with the Gorilla Tape. Basically, this has got to reach the camera, so that's roughly the length I need right there. And I'm going to anchor it to the helmet with some Gorilla Tape. As much as heartburn as that gives me to ugly up my beautiful new helmet, but it is what it is. For the glory and stardom of YouTube, the price you got to pay. Now I have some excess here. I'm going to coil it up, put a piece of tape on it to hold it. Now we will tuck this excess wire up behind, get it seated, and we're good to go. Okay, I've got the liner all plugged in, back in again. A couple of footnotes, if I may. All right, here's where the mic is, and what I did was tuck half the mic down. I only need a little bit of it to catch. I don't want the surrounding ports of the mic to catch all the wind noise, so that's kind of tucked down in the liner, and I just want the top part to catch the vocals coming out. We'll close off these vents. We'll shoot a quick motovlog or me walking around the house to test drive it and see if it works. Other than that, we're done. Came out perfect, easy, a lot less plumbing on the helmet. We'll give this 24 hours to set up, and so that'll about wrap up. It's a very easy install. It's a little fiddly having to remove your liner and get everything situated, but just take your time and do it right the first time. Again, you have poor audio, you'll have poor audience coming to watch your videos if they sound like boo. Couple of footnotes. Now, when I ordered that kit that had all the attachments for the GoPro, that's a knockoff from China, the difference is no 3M versus quality manufacturer using 3M tape, and that could be the difference between your camera heading south for the winter and getting smashed by a semi, and it's staying on for the next year. So don't cheap out, don't do like I did. It was a bad mistake buying those. I haven't lost a camera or anything like that, but I've had several of the items crack and split. They are not very well dependable, if that makes sense. There's a rubber stopper here to lock in your GoPro onto the mount, and the GoPro also comes with, and you can buy extra ones that look like this. And the reason why they look like this is so that you can attach a leash to it. And we talked about the leash, and that's where you would mount this somewhere on your helmet and tie it to this. So if the mount broke loose, boom, it's swinging down and you're not gonna lose your camera. Jury's still out whether I put a leash on it. I got enough going on. I still got to install my Cena headset, but that's a video for another day for another reason. I cannot install that one on this one, and we'll talk about that in a future video. To all my end watchers, today's shout out goes to El Buffalo. My man rocking out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He just broke 1,000 subs. I'm super hyped for him. He has 32 videos out. He just took a run on Sturgis with his significant other, spouse / wife, I don't know which. Could be his sister for all I know. I don't want to know, but I keep getting it wrong no matter what I say, so I apologize. But he has a bagger. I believe it is a Street Glide Special. I'm not entirely sure because it has a bat wing on it. And Buffett, I don't like calling a gal Buffalo. That'll get you a knuckle sandwich in a hurry. Let's go with Buffett. I believe she's rocking a Softail Deluxe, and I base that comment on the paint job that's on her bike. Again, I could be wrong. But if you get a chance, check out El Buffalo. Legit dude, just down to earth, salt of the earth people, and somebody that I would like to go have a ride with and sit down and have a meal with on the road. So check him out. If you like him, give him a thumbs up and subscribe to him and tell him Kraken sent you. And There's my ghost dog here in Kraken's haunted garage to remind me to wrap it up and quit flapping my gums. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding. It's good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.